With all this talk on social media about people wanting the PS5, we at Life's Biggest Questions decided to do some digging and find out an approximate price for Sony's next console. But as an Xbox guy myself, well, I wasn't going to talk about one and not the other. Although they have strength in numbers, us Xbox users can sleep easy at night knowing that we're not simps. Either way guys, today on Life's Biggest Questions, we'll be asking how much will the Xbox Series X cost? How's it going folks? Welcome back to LBQ. I'm your host for this one, Jared Bronstein, and today we're talking about the new Xbox console. If you've done your research, you'll likely know there's been rumors of a less powerful console, Lockhart, which is yet to be officially confirmed at the time of this recording. Still, this would certainly affect price points, as would any announcement regarding the pricing of the PS5. As always, make sure to stick around until the end of this one for some comment replies, and let me know in the comments below if you're Team Xbox or Team PlayStation. There's no right or wrong, but there is definitely a superior console. For now, let's get into it. With a holiday 2020 release date, many are still eagerly awaiting an official announcement from Xbox or Microsoft regarding the price of their next generation console, the Xbox Series X. However, much like our video regarding the price of the PS5, there's a lot of factors that need to be considered when trying to figure out how much Xbox is planning on selling their console for. For starters, let's take a look at history. The Xbox and Xbox 360 both retailed for $299 US. However, the Xbox One hit the market at $499 with Kinect and $399 without. Then they dropped updated versions of the Xbox One with the One S and One S Digital, followed by the Xbox One X. Their most recent console, the Xbox One X, retailed for $499, even though it's technically an updated, more powerful version of the Xbox One that was released in 2013. Just to clarify, all prices are in USD. Now, based on history, it seems more than likely that the price for the new console can range anywhere from $399 to $599. But that's a big difference, and considering how Xbox has never sold a console for more than $499, at least when the console itself first launched, I think it's safe to say the Series X will also likely sit around the $499 mark. But there's a lot more to it. This console is easily going to be the most powerful, with abilities including 8K, backwards compatibility with original Xbox games, and apparently little to no loading times. So you could expect to break the bank when you go out to buy one. But depending on which one you buy will certainly determine how much you spend out of pocket. The console itself is likely going to cost $499 for a few reasons. Aside from the fact that historically, they haven't put out a console with a price tag exceeding the $499 mark. Again, I'm not talking about bundles or special edition consoles, just a regular console the day it launches. So aside from that, they also likely learned from their mistakes of their competition. The PlayStation 3 originally launched with a price tag of $599, and to date, it's the only PlayStation Sony hasn't been able to sell more than 100 million units of. Don't get me wrong, the approximate 87 million units that flew off the shelves as of March 2017 still made the company a pretty penny, but compared to the PS4, which sold 110 million, well, safe to say Sony realized they dropped the ball that time around, and it seems every other company took note. Going back to the Xbox, it seems there's no reason they'd want to risk trying to make an extra $100 per console, putting it at $599 instead of $499, especially considering how consumers have shown in the past $499 is acceptable, $599 crosses the line. Well, even $499 crosses the line for some, but we'll touch on that later. Of course, we could also speak on the pandemic. Some are predicting the spike in unemployment and job loss due to COVID will certainly lead to a decline in projected sales when the consoles both come out. Again, it seems Xbox is keeping this in mind, while PlayStation, well, maybe they're hoping the hype sells it enough that people are willing to spend a little extra. I say this based on what the company's two CEOs have said quite recently. In an interview with GamesIndustry.biz, Jim Ryan, CEO of Sony, said, I quote, "I feel the best way that we can address the challenges of releasing a new console in a pandemic recession is by providing the best value proposition that we can. I don't necessarily mean the lowest price. Value is a combination of many things. In our area, it means games, it means number of games, depth of games, breadth of games, quality of games, price of games, all of these things and how they avail themselves of the feature set of the platform." On the other hand, Executive Vice President of Xbox, Phil Spencer, told BBC in an interview, I quote, "We see the impact of people getting furloughed and layoffs. It's tough. And we are a leisure activity. We're not a requirement. We're not food, we're not shelter. So we want to be really tuned into that as we launch. How can we make it as affordable as possible? How can we give buyers a choice?" After explaining how those with older generation consoles are still going to be supported, he went on to say, I quote, "We want to make sure we're providing the right value to customers. Price is going to be important, but our strategy is centered around the player, not the device. If this is not the year when a family wants to make a decision to buy a new Xbox, that's okay. Our strategy does not revolve around how many Xboxes I sell this year. We're focused on delivering services through Xbox Game Pass, which allows people to build their library for a monthly fee." An incredibly obvious factor regarding the price of the new Xbox is going to be how much Sony prices the PS5. As we know, it seems both sides have been trying to hold out as long as they can, but given the recent comments both men in charge of the respective consoles have made, it seems Xbox is more focused on lowering the price of their console and making money off of subscription-based programs, while PlayStation is trying to make the console itself their main selling point. Some believe that Xbox is going to undercut Sony's PS5 by $100, and with a common belief that PS5 is going to cost $499, there's rumors that the new Xbox could be as cheap as $399. And as great as that would be, I feel it's unlikely unlikely, especially considering rumors that Xbox is going to be releasing their own digital-only version of the Series X, which is possibly going to cost half the price of the original. Never say never, but I doubt Xbox will be dropping two consoles, one at $399 and the other at $199, simply because of how powerful it's going to be. In the past, the company has seen that consumers are willing to spend $499 on a console, whether it be an Xbox or PlayStation, although Xbox did have some issues with the One X coming in at $499. It's no doubt that PlayStation is one of Xbox's biggest competitors, but Microsoft is apparently looking to change that. It seems they've decided to shift their focus on how they make their money, and now it's all about the monthly fee. Aside from Xbox Game Pass, there's a new service codenamed Project xCloud, which will allow you to continue playing your games across your PC or mobile phone as well as Xbox. And although PlayStation does have a similar subscription-based gaming service, it seems Xbox has always taken the cake regarding the amount of users who pay monthly. Aside from this, an insider by the name of Eastman on the Beyond 3D forums wrote, I quote, "From what I've heard from all my sources, July isn't about Sony. July is about the industry, and Microsoft wants it to be a night of mic drops. They're going to come hard with a strategy they have been building up for years, and they want Google, Amazon, Apple, Sony, and yes, Nintendo to be shaken up. So expect a series of mic drop moments followed by the price being the key part of all of this." The July event being referred to is the Xbox Series X Games Showcase, which is pretty much going to make up for the fact that E3 was cancelled. Sony already had their big event on June 11th, yet they didn't drop a price point, likely in hopes that Xbox would shortly after. It is expected for an official price to be announced at this event in July, but as we know, nothing can be confirmed until it actually happens. So to wrap this one up, how much is the Xbox Series X going to cost out of pocket when it initially launches? I can't say for sure, but it seems likely that it'll cost around $499. If there is another console, which is currently being referred to as Project Lockhart, it's possible that it goes for maybe $249 or $399. Clearly Xbox wants to give people the option, much like Sony is with the all-digital PS5. And given the fact that the pandemic has unfortunately led to millions losing work, I think it's a smart business decision to offer a lower tier console and make your money over the span of coming months by offering the subscription-based services. On the other hand, Xbox saw that when they initially released the Xbox One with a price tag of $499, people weren't ready to drop all that cash. This led to a huge increase in PS4 sales, which originally debuted with a price tag of $399. Still, considering how Microsoft is claiming the Xbox Series X is going to be 4 times as powerful as the One X, I don't see how they could possibly sell it for $399. Don't get me wrong, if the new console debuts at $400, I'd be more than ecstatic, but all things considered, especially if Xbox is going to be releasing an all-digital version of their console, I think $499 is a safe bet. It seems likely that the official price is going to be announced at the Xbox event, which will be happening next month. Until then, we gotta just keep our ears open and keep pressing the execs to release more details so we can start saving up for what's likely going to be the best console of all time. And that does it for this one, guys. As always, let us know your thoughts down below. For now, I'm going to be replying to some comments from the video. How much will the PS5 cost? Riley Forward said, life's biggest questions. What is the meaning of life? Why are we here? How much is the PS5? Well, you could add how much is the Xbox Series X on that list. And truth be told, guys, I think life's biggest questions change day by day. You know, I think one of life's biggest questions could be, did we fake the moon landing? But I think, you know, in our current climate, one of life's biggest questions, you know, could be, is the world ever going to end? You know, is there going to be a third world war? What would happen if a third world war started? These could all be life's biggest questions, which technically wouldn't be life's biggest questions prior to World War I or World War II. Hopefully I'm making sense of what I'm saying, but long story short, life's biggest questions could change daily. Do I think how much a console is gonna cost is one of life's biggest questions? Well, we let you guys decide that based on the views, and you guys seem to enjoy it, so apparently it is. Big Dino said, I personally think they're waiting for Microsoft to shoot first. 100%, I think PlayStation wants to see if they really overshot how much they're gonna put it out for, but at the same time, I don't think they're gonna change how much they're gonna put it out for. If Xbox decides they wanna put it out for $399, I don't think PlayStation is gonna try to match that. I think they might go down to $499, but I don't see the PlayStation costing less than $500, regardless of what Xbox comes in at. Anonymous said, doesn't matter, we're still gonna pay extra for PS Plus membership. I don't know why you would, because it's useless, but that's alright. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I've been your host, Jared Bronstein. You guys have been watching Life's Biggest Questions. Just want to clarify, if you are Team PlayStation, I was totally joking. You're not a simp. I don't actually care. You know, I'm just having some fun at your expense. Obviously, I'm Team Xbox, but regardless of what you guys play, it's all about having fun. But if you play PlayStation, you're just wrong. Anyways, guys, that's it for this one. I'll see you later.